All right, Victor Wembanyama and Giannis were chopping it up after the Spurs Bucks game. Let's check it out. I'll be right back here. I have it muted, but I'm gonna narrate just so we can hear what they're saying here exactly. Oh, what is up, brother? Oh, very good game, brother. You have roster spot for me. Oh, we, brother. I wish we did have the spot for you on the roster, but we do not need your talent on roster. Oh, brother, you must have roster spot. I will come to San Antonio, but my brother's Thanasis and other brother must come with me. It is no negotiable. Brother, we would love to have your talent here in San Antonio, but we are already all good to go for championship. So we saw the video. That was 100% for sure what they said verbatim. And yeah, people are already speculating whether Spurs are going to try to trade for Giannis or if Wemby's recruiting Giannis. He's really not. The Spurs and Bucks already had semi-serious trade talks. I know the Bucks were at least doing their due diligence. I don't know who called who, but anyway, Bucks and Spurs were talking. Whoever called who first, and the Bucks I think they asked for Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle. We hung up the phone really fast on them. They probably called back and asked for Harper or Castle. Just individually, we hang up the phone on them again, and any trade package that involves Stephon Castle, Harper, probably Vassell, Keldon Johnson, all those players are basically untouchable in the Spurs franchise. For sure Harper, for sure Castle, they're absolutely untouchable. So the Bucks had mentioned their names, and we said, hell no, we're not doing all that. I heard someone else mention if the Spurs were able to get Giannis in a trade package with De'Aaron Fox, let's say we have a trade package set up at some first round draft picks and Harrison Barnes, and then the Bucks are pretty much ready to go. They're just saying, hey, we just need De'Aaron Fox, and we're able to keep Keldon Johnson, Vassell, of course, Wemby, Castle, Harper. If we can keep all those players and trade like Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox, and some draft picks to get Giannis, then as a Spurs fan, I'd say yes, we have to do that. We can't let Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox hold us back from getting a top three player in the NBA. But if they're asking for Harper or Castle, any of that young talent, if they want the Hawks draft pick for 2026, we probably wouldn't give them that either. And in San Antonio, we're good to go. Spurs fans, we already feel like we're definitely contenders. We're at least dark horse contenders. I don't so much think the Spurs are going to win the championship this year. I'm hopeful. I give us a chance, of course, but OKC is still probably the championship favorite. Needless to say, but for Giannis and Milwaukee Bucks, if I was a Bucks fan, I'm just trying to get off of Giannis already. Giannis doesn't want to. He doesn't want to come out and say that he does want to be traded. He won't come out and just say that directly. But it feels like when Kawhi was getting ready to leave San Antonio, that's how I feel about the Giannis situation. The Kawhi trade, we were throwing dirt on Kawhi's name. Kawhi's throwing dirt on San Antonio's name. It was more an injury thing. Whether it was real injury or not, we'll just say it was real. Kawhi's uncle Dennis, they started saying, hey, Spurs, we don't want to be on the team anymore. You got to get us out of here. You got to trade us. And they made it to where we had no option other than trading Kawhi Leonard. I don't have bad blood against Kawhi. I think a lot of people in San Antonio still have love for Kawhi. I think Giannis is worried about if he asked for the trade, asked to be traded out of Milwaukee, he's going to alienate himself from the fans, and the fans are going to, I guess be mad and hate on Giannis, but I don't think they really would that much. If I was a Bucks fan, you know, I would kind of recognize Milwaukee, our front office is not going to build another contender around Giannis. If they do, it's probably going to take 3 or 4 years. Then Giannis is 34 years old, 33 years old at that point, and we just wasted 2 or 3 years of his prime where if we traded Giannis right now as a Bucks fan, we can at least get a gigantic package back. Hopefully, get 3 or 4 first round draft picks, and then just totally tank it up. Because watching the game last night, Spurs versus the Bucks, watching any other Bucks game, when Giannis isn't in the game, it's just the team is just trash. Honestly, they have Miles Turner. He's a solid individual player. Kyle Kuzma is a off and on scorer. AJ Green, I love AJ Green as a scorer, but they just have a random assortment of players around Giannis, and this roster is nowhere close to contending for a championship. And I think Bucks fans recognize that as well. So, you know, back to Giannis and Wemby chopping it up. We're not really trying to trade for Giannis unless we got him for some crazy deal and it was just like a steal and we couldn't not go get him. But San Antonio wouldn't shake up our young core, Harper, Castle. We would not trade those guys for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I think Giannis and his agent should just get together and just tell the Bucks, in good faith. Is that what I'm trying to say? We just want to get out of here. We want to be traded because he won't come out and just say that directly. And I feel like, his foot is kind of half in the pool whether he wants to stay or go. But I think Giannis, he said himself, he wants to contend for titles, and the fastest way for him to contend for a title would be leaving the Milwaukee Bucks. But please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you think about the Giannis situation, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace out, bro.